The most critical moment for the Boston Celtics may be looming. Between unexpected losses and potential adjustments to opponents' defensive strategies, there is a growing point of tension that challenges the team's perceived superiority. Despite Brad Stevens assembling one of the most complete rosters in the NBA, a minor detail could be enough to shake what seems like an almost perfect machine. But is the team truly prepared to deal with the unexpected? The need for reinforcement on the Celtics bench. The Celtics started the season with high expectations following the acquisitions of Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis. However, questions remain about the bench, particularly regarding its consistency and ability to support the starters in high-stakes games. The potential arrival of Kevin Love reignites an old debate. Is the roster depth sufficient to sustain a long championship run? Kevin Love, an ideal fit or just a big name?
At 36 years old, Kevin Love is a well-known figure in the league.
With 5 All-Star appearances and an NBA championship under his belt, his experience is unquestionable. However, Love's current impact is far from what he showcased during his peak years with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Today, Love is a rotation player, effective in specific situations but limited in his physical capacity to defend at a high level or maintain consistent shooting. Can Kevin Love offer the versatility needed to complement Tatum and Horford? Love has the potential to provide versatility, but this depends on how he adapts to the role of a rotation player. His ability to space the floor with three-point shooting is valuable, but defensively, he no longer possesses the mobility he once had. If Joe Mazzulla can utilize him wisely, with limited minutes focused on specific situations, Love could be a useful addition alongside Tatum and Horford, offering an extra offensive threat. Does his age and current production align with the Celtics' playoff demands? While Love's experience is undeniably valuable, his current production is not ideal for a team with championship aspirations. He remains a good leader and three-point shooter, but his defensive and physical capabilities have diminished over time. For the Celtics, he could be helpful in specific moments but is not a long-term solution for a title-contending team. Love's contributions would need to be closely monitored. Would a possible trade preserve the necessary roster and financial flexibility for future moves? If the Celtics can trade for Love without compromising salary cap flexibility, it might be a worthwhile move. However, they must ensure the trade does not affect their future flexibility, particularly regarding long-term contracts and room for more significant reinforcements. For the team, the trade could be beneficial, but only if it doesn't jeopardize the future. The relevance of rest and energy management. After their early elimination from the NBA Cup, the Celtics find themselves in a unique position in the calendar. An 11-day stretch with only 2 games. This period is a rare opportunity to recharge their energy and review tactical aspects that could make a difference for the rest of the season. NBA players face an exhausting schedule, with games nearly every day and constant travel. For veterans like Al Horford, these breaks are vital to avoiding injuries and maintaining top-level performance. Additionally, it gives head coach Joe Mazzulla the chance to implement strategic adjustments that can be difficult to address amidst the hustle and bustle of the regular season. How can a prolonged break impact the Celtics' performance in crucial games? A prolonged rest period can be a significant advantage for the Celtics, particularly for older players like Al Horford, who are key to the team's success. It also provides a chance for the team to refine tactics and fix flaws, preparing them for high-pressure games. Rest is especially important to prevent injuries over the course of a long season. The early exit from the NBA Cup is more a reflection of a grueling schedule than a lack of consistency. Early in the season, teams are still adjusting, and the NBA Cup, while important, doesn't perfectly represent what might happen in the playoffs. Therefore, this elimination shouldn't be seen as a major setback but rather as an opportunity to fully focus on the regular season and playoffs. Should the Celtics prioritize physical recovery or tactical adjustments? The priority during this break should be physical recovery, particularly for older players like Horford. Tactical adjustments can be made during subsequent games, but ensuring that key players are fresh and healthy is crucial for strong performances in the coming weeks. Recovery must be the main focus, especially since tactical adjustments can be implemented continuously. Exploring adaptation to opposing defensive strategies. In the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, a concerning weakness was exposed: the strategy of leaving Jrue Holiday open to shoot. While Holiday is one of the best defenders and a generally reliable player, his recent offensive inconsistency could become a vulnerability for other teams to exploit. Holiday shot 8-4-26 in the game, a below-expected performance. The Grizzlies' decision to leave him open for shots was effective at the time, but it also raises a question. Will other teams attempt to replicate this approach? Can the Grizzlies' strategy be replicated by other NBA teams? Yes, the Grizzlies' strategy of leaving Drew Holiday open can be replicated by other NBA teams. Holiday is an exceptional defender and facilitator, but his offensive production can be inconsistent, especially in critical moments. If other teams notice that Holiday is struggling offensively, they might choose to leave him open while focusing on neutralizing Tatum and Brown. This puts pressure on the Celtics to ensure that players like Holiday consistently contribute on offense. To what extent could Holiday's inconsistent performance impact the Celtics in the playoffs? If Drew Holiday continues to perform inconsistently, it could pose a significant problem in the playoffs, where the margin for error is extremely slim. During high-pressure moments, the Celtics need Holiday to be a reliable support for Tatum and Brown. If he fails to capitalize on opportunities, opponents will exploit this, making it easier to neutralize the Celtics' offense. The impact could be considerable unless the team adjusts its offensive strategy. What adjustments can Mazzulla implement to prevent this approach from becoming a recurring issue? Mazzulla could adjust offensive rotations to ensure Holiday has more opportunities to act as a facilitator, using him in pick-and-roll situations or cutting to the basket. Additionally, creating more off-ball movement and diversifying plays can prevent opponents from focusing solely on neutralizing Tatum and Holiday. Another option would be to encourage three-point shooting, making Holiday a more difficult threat to ignore. Psychological and strategic impact of the NBA Cup. While emerging teams like the Indiana Pacers and Orlando Magic gain confidence in the NBA Cup, the Celtics watch from the sidelines. For a veteran team, this absence may seem irrelevant, but the psychological and strategic implications still raise questions. Watching young teams compete in high-intensity games gives the Celtics a chance to study tactical trends and playing styles that could emerge in the playoffs. Although a lack of NBA Cup experience might be seen as a disadvantage, it is unlikely to shake the confidence of such an experienced team.
The elimination from the NBA Cup could also be a blessing in disguise.
With fewer distractions, the Celtics can focus all their efforts on the NBA championship, which remains their ultimate priority. Could absence from the NBA Cup affect the team's mentality in decisive moments? I don't believe the absence from the NBA Cup will significantly impact the Celtics' mentality. They have an experienced roster with players who have faced high-pressure situations and know how to perform in critical moments. For the Celtics, the focus is on the playoffs, and this absence could serve to reinforce the importance of the main championship. Additionally, with plenty of opportunities for rest, the team's mindset should be well prepared for the challenges ahead. How can the Celtics use this situation as motivation to improve their performance for the rest of the season?
The absence from the NBA Cup can serve as a moment of reflection for the Celtics.
Watching younger teams compete and gain confidence could teach valuable lessons about resilience and intensity. This could be a motivator to ensure that, when playoff time comes, the Celtics are ready to showcase their experience and quality, avoiding the mistakes other teams make under pressure. The most important thing for the Celtics at this moment is to take advantage of all opportunities to ensure that by the time the playoffs arrive, the team is at its peak physically, mentally, and strategically. The road to the championship is far from decided, but the choices made now will have a direct impact on the team's success in the months to come. Hey Celtics fanatics! What do you think of this news? Leave your opinion in the comments, as it's highly valued.